Hi there, French Vinyl Addict coming out on another video. This time of the year is March, so I will be reviewing all the purchases I made last month. So it will be February kind of video. Didn't buy as much as records that I've done the previous month prior Christmas, for instance, though I took a trip, a very cool trip to Quebec City about 2 weeks ago, and I could find there some really cool, really nice treasures from the prog Quebecois, the local progressive music scene. As you know, mid-70s, the Montrealers or Quebecers prog scene was very active. So yeah, without further ado, let's start with the first one, which is that one, a copy of the first solo album by Yves Laferrière. So Yves Laferrière, very iconic bass player. He was born in Montreal. He took part in several projects, including a Mélomane blues band. So Mélomane is a district in the Verdun neighborhood in Montreal, and he also took part in the Contraction, as you can see behind myself. I put on the shelf the album I found last month, La Bourse sur la Vie, and yeah, as I said, this is his first solo album released in 1978. This is a jazz rock fusion, seriously, and yeah, he has also some funky hints on that one. You can tell. So if you like this kind of genre, you can give it a try. So this is Yves Laferrière. The next one is another local band. So many bands to choose from when it comes to prog. Quebec, you know, you have this harmonium, Morse code, Opus 5, when just to name a few, and these guys as well. This is Manège, and it's very interesting with Manège. This is their second album, released in 1975. They were under the iconic Harvest label, and they had this great wine and percussionist musicians, which gives this album very bold and rich instrumentation aesthetics to my ears. So if you like, once again, if you like this kind of prog rich sound, symphonic sound, you can just give it a try. This is Les Porches by the band Manège. The next one is another prog album, though we are living in Canada and we are going to the UK. This is the Strobes, and if you watch my channel, you know how much I love the Strobes. I recently found 2 copies of the first 2 albums by the Strobes that are quite folk. Well, from the third album, from the Witchwood, it has more prog elements. This is a prog album. Grave New World, Rick Wakeman had helped the band, left the band by that time, and this is very interesting. And speaking of that place where I found these great copies, this is a CD Mélomane or CD Mélomane, located in the Montcalm district in Quebec City. And yes, once again, speaking about that, I recently uploaded a video about all my favorite places when it comes to record shopping in Montreal and its surroundings, so you can check it out. If you come over here, or if you're living here and you want to find out about all these cool places for CD vinyl, I just made a video about that. And yeah, CD Mélomane, it's incredible. Passionate people, expert, nice guys, and they have great section of psych and prog rock, and yeah, I could find this copy. This is a Grave New World. This is a shiny, brighty version of Grave New World. This is a first UK press. Took it back home without hesitating. Next one is something very different. I don't have a lot of soundtracks or soundtrack records in my collection. This is Diva, and yeah, the reason I stumbled upon that record fairly priced, and I think Fred mentioned that record in one of these videos. Fred, Big Star 1000, New Delire. I will stop mentioning Fred in each of my videos. It doesn't pay me. No, seriously, I simply like his content, or at least what he shows. And yeah, very interesting. Versatile film score composer Vladimir Kosma, very famous. Yeah, a lot of music from movies I grew up with. I still have to watch the movies. I think I was a little bit too young when this came out. Wasn't even born in 1981. So yeah, and you have these various atmospheres on that record, from opera to experimental music you can have for when you do some yoga stuff or meditation. Yeah, electronic really interesting. I really, well, as I said, it's probably the only record I have in that kind of genre, but I really like. So I'm definitely on the lookout for more such records. So this is it for the albums, and yeah, I will be finishing off with a few 7-inch singles. A good friend of mine who lives in Montreal, he just came back from France. I spent a couple of weeks there, and he has a friend in Toulouse who has a record store, and so he brought back some cool copies of 7-inch records from that store. I will just put a link maybe from that store. This is a Bullit or a new Bullit in downtown Toulouse. If you have the chance to if you, or maybe if you live in Toulouse. The first one, this is some 7-inch records. This is Cannot Heat, Let's Work Together. This is the French press. You know that boogie band. I really like the sound they had back in the days. They played once in Woodstock. This is Cannot Heat, and the second one is Deep Purple. This is a Black Knight. This is a single they dropped by the time Deep Purple in Rock, the album, was released. As you have Black Knight on side 1 and Speed King on side 2. The next is Jethro Tull. I definitely need more Jethro Tull albums, though I'm on the lookout for OG copies in good conditions and fairly priced. No, it's not easy nowadays. This is Bourré, released in 1969. They had this amazing bass player back in the day in the band called Glenn Cornick. I think he named, sadly passed away a couple of years ago, and released on the Island label. And yeah, Bourré, he has two meanings. In that context, it's a dance, an old dance. People in France or maybe in other countries, they were gathering on the village square, and they were like running a circle and dancing the Bourré. It also means to be drunk. When you tell a French guy, hey, you are bourré, it means you are smashed, you are drunk. So just for the record. And finally, Smoke, My Friend Jack. So you can tell it's not the original copy. First of all, it doesn't sound as the original, and then it has this SACEM logo on it, which stands for maybe later repressed mid-70s. So this is it. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next chapter. Bye bye.